calls a week do you get, and what kind of pitches do you get, and what would you rather hear than what you do hear when people are calling in?
I was just going to say, first, I was here yesterday, and obviously the audience and the exhibitors, much more wine and spirits than beer. I'm obviously a beer guy with Constellation, but you probably heard this, so everybody knows that it takes a lot of great beer to make great wine and great spirits. So I feel I have some relevance here with everybody. I would just like to say, and again, this perspective is coming from, but I think it is germane to the entire industry, but coming from a beer perspective. And we started I've had the opportunity with Constellation as a very small company. We're a brewer and an importer in our position on the beer side. We started as a very small company. We've grown into a much larger company. We're the third largest beer company now. But one of the filters that we look at is with brands and companies that approach us, and there's nothing wrong. Talking about margin and money is not a dirty word. We want it to be good, obviously, for the brand owner. If we are representing a brand in an agency relationship, what the margin is, the money that we're making together. Also, relative to growth. We don't look for, as we've evolved, we don't look for growth that is, we have to have big growth immediately. But we do want to sit down and see what's going to happen over a 3 to 5 year period. So we do have a horizon to look at that we think is fair, and I think John Bodette mentioned that this morning in his presentation. So we look at that. We look at high-end premium segment. The way the industry is going in the United States, certainly in the beer industry, and I think across all segments, is to the high end, much more, it's going to continue to grow. So we certainly want to look for brands and partners that want to play and participate in that area. Another area is white space. So we have a portfolio of brands that we've worked hard to build over the years. So somebody approaches us with a portfolio of brands or one brand. Is that brand going to complement our portfolio? Is it something that is going to fill a void that we don't have, that our distributors don't have, and the retailers? So that is important to us. Ease of execution. When we bring in a partner, how difficult is it going to, or challenges are we going to face with? Shipping the product around the United States, bringing in the product from Europe or South America relative to warehousing and getting it to our distributors. And last but not least, certainly is the investment. The investment in people, the investment in your brands. You're the brand owner, so you have to have a reasonable investment behind that brand. But also, again, I reference what I heard this morning. It takes marketing and it takes feet on the street. It takes people. So we look at all those different areas when we sit down to talk, to speak with someone about moving forward, establishing a relationship, and going forward. We feel that those areas are extremely important.